Faxanadu was developed by Hudson Soft and released in 1987. Or is it Faxanadu, Faxanan... I don't know, but I'm sure no matter how I say it, someone will correct me in the comments. Thanks, Internet! It was supposedly a combination of Xanadu and Famicom, so I'm gonna go with Faxanadu. This was actually a spin-off from the Dragon Slayer series of games developed by Falcom for the MSX, although a lot of those games ended up on the Famicom at some point. You take control of a nameless hero who just returned from an epic adventure only to find that your hometown of Aeolus has fallen into ruin. You visit the king to find out what happened, and he tells you the dwarves that live at the top of the world tree found a meteorite with eerie powers. The dwarves went insane, started ransacking the town, and now all the wells are drying up. You're the last hope to defeat the dwarves and restore the town to its former glory. Makes perfect sense, right? Okay, good. So it's actually a pretty straightforward little RPG. You can walk around and talk to the townsfolk, as well as enter shops to purchase food, weapons, and armor. It reminds me a bit of the game Magician that I reviewed a while back, but thankfully this time there's not a constant hunger meter and thirst meter to deal with. One thing that's worth pointing out is that this game starts you off with virtually nothing. You have no weapons, minimal health, no way to defend yourself, as well as no gold to purchase anything. Or golds as the game likes to call it. So if you just go tearing off out of town without first gearing up, you won't last very long. First, you'll need to talk to the priest to get the elf ring so you're identified as a member of the town. Then jump over some spiked monsters and talk to the king where he tells you what's going on and gives you some gold. Now backtrack through the town and hire the martial arts guru to train you how to fight. This also restores your health a little. Then hire the magician to train you how to use magic, which restores your magic a little too. Next, go to the tool shop and buy a hand dagger and a potion. After that, you'll go next door to the key shop and buy a key because otherwise you won't be able to exit the town, of course not. Then go to the meat store to buy some dried meat that restores your health the rest of the way up. Okay, did you get all that? Now we're ready to go off exploring and head to the next town. Along the way, you'll run into monsters like bouncing skulls, spiked turtle shells that totally aren't from the Mushroom Kingdom, and zombies. The play control is iffy. Maybe I'm just getting old, but it seemed like I had a harder time jumping over the spiked shells without taking damage than I should have. The bouncing skull heads take multiple hits to die, and your dagger has a pretty short range, so you just kinda have to stand at the edge of their jumping pattern and keep swinging your dagger around like an idiot until they come to you. It's not a deal breaker or anything, and you do get better weapons and armor as you progress through the game, just something to be aware of. You do get golds along the way as you defeat certain enemies. The bouncing skull heads drop golds, but they're so awkward to kill that who'd want to spend hours killing them to earn money? This game reminds me a lot of Simon's Quest. It's a non-linear world to explore, and sometimes you have to stay in one place and keep killing enemies just to earn enough currency to buy some crucial item you need to proceed. If you hated Simon's Quest for that, this may not be the game for you. This game also breaks the rules a bit. So after you've been to a couple of towns, it's time to enter the Tower of Trunk. Up to this point, the spiked turtle shells don't seem to drop off the ledges, so you can safely pass underneath them. But apparently they do know how to climb ladders. Surprise, jerks! They also put one on a really awkward platform that you have to get past. There's no way to get past it unless you bought the deluge magic. Also, you had to purchase another key for 100 golds just to get into the Trunk Tower. But if you leave the tower, the door relocks and you have to buy another key. And if you die, there's a password feature, but you still lose all your gold, so you have to keep killing the awkward jumping skulls to earn more money. So let me get this straight. You give me this stubby little dagger, and the only way to earn money is to kill these spastic jumping skulls that you can't hit. Aw, come on, dudes.
Don't have negative thoughts. Remember your mantra.
Okay, so this game's really not too bad. I backtracked, bought the deluge magic, which gives you a projectile weapon. Hey, that's more like it. It doesn't even take that much magic to use it. Really, this game is kinda cool once you get the hang of it. I like the simple art style and goofy looking characters, and it's got a sense of humor about it. Also, is that guy smoking a cigarette? What the? There's all sorts of characters smoking. This is a Nintendo game, holy crap. The music is pretty cool too, although the best track I can find is actually on the title screen. Overall, I feel like this game is worth checking out today if you don't mind some of the awkward mechanics. It's definitely not a run to the right, kill everything that moves kind of game. The enemies all have awkward patterns and you'll have to exercise some patience as you proceed. Still though, it's kind of fun just playing through the story, and I could see myself playing this one all the way to the end. It's a bit of a tease, but if you're motivated enough, you could keep killing these guys in the trunk tower that drop 100 gold every time, backtrack to this shop just outside of town, and buy the most powerful shield and second most powerful magic in the game. There you go. I feel like although this game definitely isn't perfect, you could do a lot worse. What do you think? Did you play this one growing up? I'd be curious to know your experiences with this one. If you enjoyed this video and you're new to the channel, here's a playlist with some of my other NES videos that you may enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week on Friday Night Arcade.